Anytime you're ready.
Wait, do I have to?
Unfortunately, yes, you do.
It's on camera now.
The topic I will be focusing on is human-caused ocean contamination. The question I will be answering is how have humans contributed to the contamination of oceanic environments, and what can we do to fix it and or prevent it from getting worse? In this presentation, I will be discussing two types of ways in which humans have contributed to the contamination of oceanic environments, including how they have affected the marine life. These two ways are non-biodegradable garbage and oil spills. I will also be providing a solution to these issues, which is the act of cleaning up the ocean. And along with this solution, I will be giving two limitations and multiple pros and cons. To begin, I want to start off by using a quote by Margaret Thatcher, the former British Prime Minister. In her speech to the United Nations General Assembly, she said, "The main threat to our environment is more and more people and their activities." By this, she is saying that humans cause more damage to the environment than any other threat. Non-biodegradable garbage, or garbage that does not naturally break down and decompose, is the main human-caused form of pollution. This type of trash includes styrofoam, metal, and plastic, which is the most common form of trash found in oceans. According to Maggie Benson, the manager at the Distance Learning and Community Partnerships in the Office of Education and Outreach at the National Museum of Natural History, there are about 8 million metric tons of plastic that enter the sea every year, which is the equivalent of 5 plastic bags filled with trash for every foot of coastline around the world. Some of the several million tons of plastic trash in the ocean form clusters or islands of garbage. One of these so-called islands was named the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch covers an area of 1.6 million square kilometers as of March of 2018, which means it has only grown since then. The size of this garbage patch is shown in this image. It may be difficult to see, but the dotted line around the yellow section of the diagram represents the border of the garbage patch. So everything inside this dotted circle is considered part of the garbage patch. And the black circle represents where the intersection of the patch begins. All the trash within this inner circle is closer together, thus giving this garbage patch the nickname island. This garbage patch, along with the rest of the garbage in the ocean, has a strong impact on marine life. When ocean trash goes unmanaged, the effects it can have on marine animals can be significant. The animals are at risk of entanglement, starvation, and contamination, and many more. Entanglement is caused by heavy gear, such as fishing nets, and large pieces or clusters of trash. Entanglement can slow down marine animals, making them easy prey for predators, or even kill an animal if it is entangled to the point of being immobile, or if its body is punctured by sharp edges in the debris. Starvation is also a massive issue. Animals can mistake the plastic debris for food and ingest the material, which fills their stomach but doesn't get digested. So the animal's stomach is constantly full, but it starves to death due to the lack of nutrients. There's also the effect of contamination, which is also caused by animals ingesting garbage. When animals ingest trash, more specifically plastic, they can get severely sick and even die due to the contaminants inside the plastic. Oil spills can also have very severe effects on oceanic environments. There are numerous causes of oil spills, such as shipwrecks and deliberate and illegal dumping. It is assumed that big spills caused by shipwrecks are the leading cause of oil spillage in the ocean. But these big spills only count for 5% of the 706 million gallons of oil spilled into the ocean each year. The leading cause of oil spills is actually excess oil from cars leaking onto roadways near beaches, slipping through the cracks of storm drains, which lead to the ocean. When oil is dumped into the ocean, it blankets the surface with a thick black fluid that spreads quickly across the water. Oil will usually remain on the surface of the water, but in some cases, the oil will seep below the water's surface. If the spill isn't handled, it could have a great impact on the lives of marine animals. Toxic fumes emitted from oil can harm animals who live near the ocean and can't escape them from flying away. Animals living in the ocean can be covered in oil, which can lead to suffocation. Oil can also cover the wings of seabirds, which can cause them to temporarily lose their ability to fly, or in severe cases, they can lose their ability to fly permanently. And lastly, sea animals with fur, such as otters as seen here, are at risk of dying from hypothermia when enough oil gets on their fur. Now, the #1 solution for these environmental problems is to clean the ocean. This could be done in a number of ways, whether it be volunteers working together to rid the ocean of non-biodegradable trash piece by piece, or paying people to clean up oil spills after they occur. There are, however, limitations to this solution, one being the lack of interest among the people, mostly young people. For example, if you ask a teenager if they would rather go to the beach and pick up garbage or stay home and watch TV, the majority would say stay home and watch TV. This puts a major setback on cleaning up oceans because if not enough people volunteer, not enough improvement will happen. Another limitation is that some countries don't have enough money to pay workers for cleaning up the ocean, along with their lack of resources to clean the ocean with. Along with these limitations, there are pros and cons to cleaning the ocean. The benefits of this solution would be the outcome of cleaner and safer oceans, and therefore healthier marine animals. The con, however, is that cleaning trash and oil from the ocean can be invasive for some animals, especially the animals who have made their own homes on islands, such as this seal, who has found a home in this clutter of fishing net and other debris. In conclusion, humans are the most harmful threats to oceanic environments and marine animals, and cleaning up the oceans is the #1 way in which we can prevent this issue from getting worse.
Okay, Peyton, question number 1. What information did you need that you weren't able to find or locate, and how did you go about trying to find that information?
Well, I originally wanted to look for how human-caused pollution has affected humans, so sort of how the circle of pollution comes full circle, but I was only able to find unreliable sources, such as .coms and blogs, but I did search JSTOR, and this is a problem I've run into a lot with JSTOR. They would have a title that would seem like it correlated with my topic, but the information itself didn't. So, yeah.
Okay. Question number 2. What advice would you have for other researchers who consider this topic?
My advice for other researchers considering this topic would be to try to focus either on how oceanic contamination has affected either marine animals or just the environment in general, because I found myself juggling with both of them, but I made it work. But I would just tell them to choose between one and really go in depth with one of them.
Thank you.